Hello, it's Fast Charlie. I've got some locks here from Thumper that I'm going to use for Stock Lock Sunday. And first, all these locks are from Thumper. And first, it's this American 5200, and it came with this tag here that said Fun Pick. And it sure was. It says ran out of keys. It didn't come with a key, but I was able to pick it, and I made a key for it, and it works pretty well. And it is key retaining, like a 5200 normally is, but there's the key for it, and it works really well. It was does stick just a little bit, but when I took it apart, it did have there was a driver pin in, I think it was number 5 as the key pin. So don't know, I don't think that this was a challenge lock, but if it is, just let me know and I'll put it back exactly the way it was. And this guy right here, this is, I didn't really I don't really know much about disc detainer locks, but this appears to have the ABUS Plus core in it, and didn't come with a key. I have no idea how to pick a disc detainer lock. I don't have the tools. I tried to make some, and that didn't work out. Kind of using this guy and some other stuff. I don't know if you can impression a disc detainer. I have no idea. I haven't really investigated that yet, but I did find that this little thing, this little tail from the lock fits in here really well. I don't know, I might try to give it a go sometime, but I don't want to mess this lock up. So if anybody knows if it's possible to impression a disc detainer lock, I would really like to know and investigate that possibility. But also I need to get a tool. And then we have this guy. This is a GG, and this is incredibly difficult to pick. Has the barrel pins, like acid barrel pins, and counter milling or undercuts, and more counter milling, I'd say. And here's the key for it. This one, I don't know if a spring popped out when I took it apart or what, but I had to put a different spring in there. Then this one, this Brinks here, this R70, did not come with a key either, but I was able to impression it. It's not too bad to pick, but I was able to impression this with an M1 key blank, and there's the bitting. Not too bad really, but it works perfectly now. That was a lot of fun. It did take me, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes to impression it. And I did get it the first time I tried to impression it, which I was really pleased with. And now we've got this ABUS soccer football lock here, and I'm gonna try to pick this. Hope everybody had a good weekend and a good Sunday. We were really busy. We went and picked out a Christmas tree. We walked all over the Christmas tree farm, and they were slim pickings this year. They had some weather and like insect related issues, I guess, a few years ago that caused them to not have a whole lot to choose from. So we ended up walking around, walked for about 2 miles, I would guess, and then ended up getting a tree that was already cut. Then we came home and we were putting lights up outside and had quite a scare. Our son was helping us with the lights, and there was a strand that only half of them was working, and he went to pick it up to see if he could figure out if a light bulb was bad. And by golly, he happened to touch a broken light bulb, and it still had the glass was broken on it, but it still had the like leads to the light bulb. And he touched it and he got zapped. It was pretty scary. He was yelling. Thank goodness I knew right away that he was okay, but man, it was scary. He took off running and screaming as soon as it happened, and he kind of just laid on the ground. It was really, really scary. And then, a couple minutes later, he was totally fine. But be careful out there. It's a good reminder that if you're going to do anything, especially like putting things on a roof, putting lights on a roof or anything like that, be super careful. It just made me really think of if I had been on the roof doing that and that happened to me, that could have been all she wrote. And I am so glad that he did not get hurt permanently. Just kind of really scared him and hurt him for a couple minutes. Well, hurt him for a second, and then it lingered. And then he said that his hand it got him on the thumb. Anyway, well, that is it for lock picking. Oh, I forgot to show this. I discovered this at the local hardware store. I was looking for a little new vice grips, because the vice grips that I had been using, they were real cheap, and they were kind of cockeyed, and the jaws were, and they didn't grip the key very well. So when you're impressioning, it's really nice to have something that has a good grip. And this thing, it has a really cool new feature. It's a Milwaukee vice grip, and this, you can take this and turn it, and you can actually put something in it. They're made to be tightened, and it works like a charm. So I highly recommend these. I needed a pair anyway, and they work well for impressioning locks, impressioning keys. So hope everybody has a great week, and we'll be seeing you around. And thank you again, Thumper, for all of these locks. I hope to get into this metal, and it's proven to be pretty difficult. And also try to get this on video. It's a tough one. It's very similar to like an ASA, or I have a Ruco that is very, very similar to this, with a really wild bidding. And here's that. It's pretty tough bidding, and it is. I have not been able to get this thing. So, all right, everybody, be good and be well.